Okay. All right. We allegedly have Amy, as I was saying. She's gone in and out. I think she's done something to mute herself. She's on the troubleshooting right now. Our internet totally tanked, so won't be able to stream tonight. But we are going to be doing a YouTube video. So we're going to be doing this. We got Scott here. Get our tunes back. One sec. Get our Minecraft back. Post this up over here. Let's get our tunes back. That's having a little bit of trouble connecting to the internet too. I don't know what happened. I don't exactly know what happened, but the internet's been pretty bad last couple days. It seemed like it was on the mend. Seemed like it was going a good direction, and then all of a sudden was very not. Let's see, get this cooking. And play. There we go. Get some tunes again. Look at that. With the power of music, everyone coming back together. Alright, here comes Scott. Hello, Scott? Present yourself. Make a make an accounting for where you've been. I think, yeah, like what brought you here, where you are today, because today's, you know, today's where you're held accountable for it. I'm kind of coming up with this on the fly, so I'm not too sure. I was kind of hoping you'd read some meaning into it, because I sure as heck didn't. I was out. Oh man. So we've actually, I don't know if we've been keeping up with our rapidly evolving situation across social media, but our internet's not working today, so we're doing a YouTube video. Amy is here. Yeah, Amy is here. She is here, but she's muted, so she can hear us, but I don't think we can hear her. So just kind of bear in mind that like a judgmental spirit looking on, Amy is present in everything going on tonight. Yeah, I think that's a good energy, and I think that this is something that you know, it could actually be that, and she's like, although I do like the like felt like going through the trouble of jumping on in the first place, but then was like, I think I'm good on the chat part of it, because that seems like it seems like a very weird place to draw the line. You know what I'm saying? I'm also having internet kind of going in and out, so if I get real like bubbly and robot-y sounding, that'd be that. All right, says Amy. She gives it the green light. She's like, all right. License to Kill, Dead or Alive, 2020. Dead or Alive. Yeah, but like I have no idea how they got the title, because the game, it's about like as I understand it, like you're trying to host like a volleyball party. And it's so I don't know where I don't know where. Did you say it's weirdly fitting? Because I haven't been to too many volleyball parties, admittedly, so I don't really know what the stakes are like. But I feel like that's steeper than your average volleyball party. Steeper than your average pickup game. Man, I'm just enjoying these shaders right now. This is really lovely. There's been a lot built here as well. Are you still doing the thing with your bridge in the sky? Yeah. Uh-oh. You got a leg bubble? The game just openly mocks you. It's like, oh. This could be real, this whole thing. I'm gonna try to jump up on the bridge. Is this... My mistake, I thought it was gonna be like a duet there, but... You know, I thought you brought enough life to it for both of us, so there you go. Loving this rain. No, just go ahead and mute. I'll just go ahead and mute myself too, and we'll let you know, kind of let you take it from here. just generally, that was the whole. All right. That's very meta. I think there's like a looking in from the outside kind of humor to that. I feel like I'm trying to like find nice things to say about experimental art. I am the funny boy. I'm the one that laughs. I think that's definitely got a lot of life to it. I don't think it's wrong. I don't think that was the wrong thing to say. I just think that, you know, there's so many options that I don't want to stop exploring there. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's okay. That's just Earth Thunder. A little good old-fashioned rumble in the jungle, as they say. A little bit of oh, thunder. Yeah, I mean, rumble in the jungle. I pretty much went right for the throat on what I thought was the best one, and then we had a whole thing going there, and I was actually kind of stalling out there to try to come up with something else on the spot. Maybe like couple bumbles in my bees. Maybe how's that? A few bumbles in my bees. How's that? What do you think? That wasn't even a laugh. That was a scoff. just okay. All right. Okay. What do you think of? Oh, I probably should have kept sailing to save bounty from that Spider-Man. No, you know what? Bumble and the bees. I think that's like it's a very look. Don't change the subject. We're discussing art. But yes, Spider-Man is dead now. Look, that's like the Santa Claus. That's how it works. I'll just slowly turn into Tom Holland. Dude, I get so lost in Peter's Canal Town. I think between that and the bridge, we've constructed some seriously horrifying, structures. I mean, what is horror if not radicalness? It's just unfiltered radness. Oh boy, there's monsters out here. I'm gonna go. Actually, Bounty looks like he's got this handled. I'm gonna leave him his boat there, and I'm gonna push some stingers to the bees and get out of here. Just on a bee kick tonight. We're gonna make something's gonna stick. We're gonna get something to stick on that vein. Mark my words. They'll be eating some serious crow by the end of this. Alright, I'm coming to find you on your bridge. I've heard so much about it. Are you back at your house? Oh, Amy's back. Amy's back. 1 second. We're gonna try one more time. Hello, Amy? Amy? I assume she can hear us. So, like, do you have any... this is gonna be a little bit like a seance. Do you have any messages that you'd like to extend to the beyond, Scott? Any messages you'd like to extend to the beyond? Being Amy in this instance. Live, laugh, love. Eat and pray. Pray with an E in this instance, which throws a little bit of an interesting flavor on the eat part. But, you know, it's, that's what 2020 is all about, yeah. Yeah. We've actually... Oh. It's a little too close to home. We were talking about... Today we actually got, I think like 3 gallons or something like that of just whole milk because the farmers needed to get rid of it. And, yeah. So we just have a whole lot of milk, and I filled up I think like roughly like a pint of it before stream, so I'm feeling a little bit toasty right now off some of that good milk. I drank roughly a pint of whole milk before coming on. You know, like in Zelda, how it so it wasn't less. I can confirm it was certainly not less. It actually was, yeah, exactly that. Exactly that. I really like this little island to the east of our island that hasn't been, like, really touched by our absolute nonsense that's happening on our main island. So, yeah, our island's really taken off then. You're gonna love what you see. Is that a regional store? Men's Warehouse? Is that Men's Warehouse? So that was a joke for everyone right there. That was an all-American joke right there. Potentially even broader. I'm trying to come up with... Exactly. I'm trying to come up with a joke that would be for literally one person, but I can't even wrap my head around that concept. And now they're stuck. Like it's sort of like when somebody goes for the high five and like you didn't want this, but you're there and you kind of like have to now. That's what I think knowing me is like. We have Amy one more time trying to get in, so here we go. Hello, Amy. Maybe, do you think it's like we're not hoping enough? Like we're not creating like an environment? Okay, it might be me. Like, this might be like that thing where you have to, like, clap your hands and say you believe in fairies, or else Amy can't get in the chat. So. We need... we need everyone... we need everyone watching... We'll know if you don't do it, because she's not going to be able to get in. I don't know where to go with that. I don't know, because it's just... Yeah, we're invoking magic right here. You jump in front of this, you're gonna get hurt. So, you know, this is like the people's elbow of WWE move of your choice, you know, of magical goodness. coming right at you, and it's gonna clock you right in the tooth if you're not careful. Which is, I think the only one I know is the People's Elbow, and that's why I kind of broadened it as aggressively as I did. This is me. You've described me. Yeah. Or you gotta invoke the People's Elbow, yeah. It's not something you just willy-nilly toss at somebody. It's WWE is basically Dragon Ball Z. I wasn't going there, but I do think maybe if we keep that going, is Dragon Ball Z one of the most political allegories ever put out there? It really doesn't do anything for like 40% of its episodes, so I feel like maybe we're onto something here. I'm at a loss. Why is Amy on Chrome? Aren't we using Discord? We have Discord. Yeah. No, I buy it. I'm on board, and I think, yeah. It might be my computer. Well, what do you think happened to the computer? What do you think? I would assume it's not the mic, because the mic is a Blue Yeti. I'm also using Blue Yeti downstairs. We're doing some like off the cuff brainstorming troubleshooting. Yeah. She sure had. It's either Discord or my computer. So Chrome shouldn't really be in play here. We've benched Chrome for the time being on this one. Oh my goodness, Amy, do you use the Discord app or the Discord website? The web. Well, get yourself that app. It's almost 10 o'clock, and you get half price apps at Applebee's after 10, so it's almost there. This stream is brought to you by Applebee's, is what I'm trying to say. Thank God it's Applebee's. I've mixed up most of my think outside the box. It's Applebee's. Or so outside the bun. Dang it. That'll be Applebee's. The happiest place on earth. That'll be Applebee's. If Applebee's was like a superhero, that's what they would say, like, as they're like going off to fight evil. That'll be Applebee's. What's funny is, like, it's not a super it's not a super comfortable slide into that statement. Like, that's not a statement you can just attach to things. Right, and like as they do more and more commercials, it's going to get to a point where the conversation becomes more and more tortured the entire time. Amy, you're with us spiritually. Like, I know you can hear us, so why don't you come on over here to Scott's Bridgetown, and we'll all just hang. We'll all just hang. And with the power of silent song, Amy will speak with us. Yeah. Have you been feeding the cat? That's why. just to see, just to make sure everything's, you know, copacetic. Okay. What is the typical result of the cat standoff? Oh man. Oh man. Yeah, I think Charlie does this crazy thing. It's a lot of wind up. You ever heard of the what was it, Tommy Wiseau's The Worm? Is that what it was? Scotty Too Hottie. But I think that's a good start for any showman. Should in their type 5 should have the Tommy Wiseau energy for sure. Okay, all right. That's not nothing. It's definitely not. I felt something. I felt something. Yeah, that is almost requires the same degree of acrobatics as the Applebee's catchphrase. Almost. When when a movie, I think we've talked about this before, when a movie works the title of the movie into the script, and like the weirder the title and longer it is, the better this is looking. How did Amy already get there? I've been running along this bridge for what feels like eons innumerable. A single day of quarantine, or maybe an entire year, I don't know. Oh, there's the bleeding eyes. Oh, he made it glass. That's very pretty. You can, well, you can, you know what? You know, you're the master of your fate here, buddy. You're the tiller of your sail. So you can go ahead and listen. Listen, Dinah's blowing her horn, and we're gonna replace that. We're gonna replace that glass. Don't you worry. You don't have to live it. You don't have to live inside of this glass prison, as they say. This has been Minecraft 2 Glass Prison. That may have been. Here comes the people's elbow. Our cats get along pretty well. They do fight sometimes. Bird gets pretty cranky. He's also, did I tell you the whole thing? Like, we're pretty sure he sucks up the Wi-Fi, and it was just his birthday, so he's at his most powerful right now. Yep. So that's why we're here. He's a Taurus. What a Taurus move. All right, listen, Scott. I don't know. Oh, there you are. I see you. I feel like this is like a reverse alien movie where I'm the person coming out of the blue to come murder the alien. What do you think? They're spending, was it like, they're spending like the budget of several countries on the next movie, and I don't remember any of the characters' names from the first one, and I feel like that's pretty weird. The plot was... Why are you doing this? Tell me the plot of Avatar. I don't... If James Cameron's watching this, then I think we do owe him an apology for that. But otherwise, you know, I think we might be in the clear. I saw an Onion article about James Cameron. That was pretty funny once. It said whenever James Cameron gets sad, he jumps into his real tiny submarine and just goes and thinks about life at the bottom of the ocean. And I was like, that's pretty funny. Instead of the, yeah. Well, literally being at the deepest, darkest place. Now I do hear Amy, I do see Amy, but I also hear the bats, and I'm trying to get back to the house before they, you know, drop a, what's another wrestling move? I only know the two now. The Tommy Hilfiger worm and the, the Hilfiger worm and the, People's Elbow. The only two I know. We're gonna get bees into this sooner or later. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Amy's coming in. Hey, Amy? Amy? Oh no, I'm losing y'all through the robot thing. Y'all sound like robots. Present yourself. What happened? So what ended up solving it? What was the resolution of this hero's journey? Scott, you gotta close the door. Wow. 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 Well, the app, oh, this is great because now you're going to get pings every time I do anything. And that's pretty great because there's been some fairy war stories that y'all should take a gander at. This is, it's not, yeah. To be fair, a lot of it is based on whether it's real history or mythological history. So you kind of, you know, you're getting primed for it. Yeah, yeah. I mean, all history is fake, Scott. Everyone knows that. I saw a video about it on the internet. Yeah. We're in Scott's little hidey hole because it's nighttime and there's like a... I don't know if Jake cranked up the monster count or what. What? I'll give you one tuna. Yeah, it's been pretty nuts. It's been pretty nuts. And I don't know... we were also talking about how the internet seemed to stabilize at the end of last month. Maybe it's just like a thing where it goes through cycles, where the first like 10 days of each month it's just garbage and then it kind of comes back. The internet. Yeah. Uh-huh. Well, I'm usually just uploading sound clips of me screaming. So that could be sucking up quite a bit of it, but... It's actually getting quite a bit of traffic now that everyone's in for quarantine. We were all... Look, it wasn't a problem until everyone had nothing to do but play Quake 2, so... Yeah. Quake and Teen 2020, which is, yeah. I'm trying to think of other games that could be equally funny. Quake 2's pretty good. What were you saying, Amy? What happened, Amy? What happened? Did you get... What, at the bats? Did they knock you off a bridge? Oh no. Yeah. I feel like that's like trying to like this has been a crash course in like management of large systems. Uh-huh. Boop. You're dead. Oh no. This has been very dreamlike, this whole thing. And I would ask. Right, no, we're full now. I'm on fire. We're very not streaming. It's just, yeah. Thank God I'm on the run. I agree with both those things, but less with what Scott was saying. We've been really good. This has probably been we've been conducting the most regular internet hygiene that I think we've ever been conducting, as far as like regular turn-offs and things like that. I wonder if it is. I don't think my laptop's on it. I mean, it is, but it's not doing anything. Are we doing too much? It's like when you brush your teeth so much that your gums start to hurt and you think you've got, 3 weeks to live. Right. Exactly. It's exactly like that. It's exactly like that. I saw a video about that on the internet, and I'm very scared. Hit the surface. I feel like that. That's how I feel about my bank account. I know it's going down. Oh, I have really liked the. Say that again? That's the spirit. I mean, there's a certain. I feel like that's an entire philosophy articulated in one sentence. The again at the end adds a very strange, like I don't know, maybe like almost like a very Eastern spiritual flavor, and I kind of like that. But with like a very Western nihilism up front, like the mullet of philosophies, if you will. Business up front, party and back. It's only a matter of time before I'm dead again. What? All of this? That's the essay prompt. Discuss. Scott? Is Minecraft a metaphor for a train dream, Scott? It's pretty on the surface. Pretty on the surface of that one. You might even argue it's a little too on the nose. Yeah. Yeah, but that was like 2005, so he might have retconned it since then. You know, the first year Minecraft was out, 2005. Okay. There's a certain spiritual spiritual nearness of that. What the heck is happening? A spiritual, excuse me for a second, man, I was on fire. He's gone now though. A spiritual tangential quality, if you will. I just wanted to say that sentence because that felt good in my brain. So, and what is Minecraft if not that, right? Yeah. I know this is probably not going to land too well, but Dark Souls PvP is exactly like that. Where it's just like, I thought I hit him, but then I was dead. He got me from behind, so. It's pretty good. You should start with, do you have any preferences of which game you're going to start? Okay. I don't remember exactly when that was, but I'm not going to question that happened. Like, I feel like I trust me enough to know that was probably that was likely. Amy, are you going to be trying to speedrun the game as well now that you're a big Discord presence? It's on the, you know, where you get the time back is Rainbow Road. That's where a lot of people, yeah. I don't think there are feathers in Mario Kart. You got it right. A lot of players don't know they have to take the corners and they never finish the race. Not many people have actually beaten Rainbow Road before. They actually made it much easier in subsequent games. And I'm just an old tortoise. I've been an old tortoise the whole time. Law degree was real though. They gave a law degree to a turtle. That was, somebody made a mistake there. A turtle. Tortoise. Sorry, I just broke the fiction. I was even talking about that earlier. Like, you can have whatever rules you want in your fictional universe, but you just can't break them. You know what I mean? Once you've set them. You understand? Are you following? Am I laying the tracks so your trains can chug a choo-choo down right on down them, or what? Well, it could be. We're also trying to work in bees. So wherever you can get bees and trains, that's gonna be our 2020 goal. We're just trying to work in trains and bees. The tight two. Don't even need the other three. Heard it here first. This is a really cool environment. I just want to build a whole bunch of stuff right next to Scott's house. Yeah. In the spirit of the inevitable entropy of the universe, I feel like I have to do that. Now you have opportunity for new vision. Let's make this whole bridge different materials every 6th block. Except for the 6th block, then it'll be something different. just sad sounds. Mm-hmm. Just straight up lost a finger to the paper cut. That's a Nevada thank you, I think that's called. That right there. I liked the effort with bees, and I'm trying to force that back in there. Right? Oh, that seems wrong because they can fly. I just don't buy that because obviously the laws of aerodynamics are wrong then. Like, like it's not a law if it's wrong. So Well, it's the setting of your fiction. You're absolutely down for that. You're like, all right. B-movie is a baffling experience, the whole thing. There's a part where they tranquilize Pooh Bear, but like an off-brand version. It's pretty wild. And the human is in love with the bee, which it might... I don't know which part of that's weirder. One of them. Yeah. That might have been Jerry Seinfeld's last cinematic appearance. Yeah. Shrek. Well, Shrek was actually pretty good, is the thing. It's actually... It's pretty good. Shrek 1 and Shrek 2 are both pretty good. Like... that one Starbucks scene. Do you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. That's the one that did it for... Like, they were fine, except for that one Starbucks scene. In my opinion. For sure. I think we have the Shrek... I think we have the Shrek 2 soundtrack on CD, so, like, if we were to combine powers, we would be... we would be the destined rulers of the kingdom. That would be our mandate to rule right there. So... Probably should have been doing that. It takes several days to get across this bridge. It's not just like I've been walking all day and still have not run into Amy. And she's coming toward us. Presumably. Oh god, he is. Oh no. Something about the bright neon color of your skin is just terrifying. That part gets scarier as it comes to closer relief. See, it's one of those things where, like, you know how in the movie Alien, they're like, oh, you only show the monster for like 7 minutes of the film or something like that? I actually think that doesn't exactly hold true for you, because your character gets scarier the longer I look. So. I actually don't. You know what? I haven't seen all of Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Okay, this way when... Oh wow, are you sure you can handle that column? Here comes the rain. Da 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 da. This way we're gonna get to Amy so fast because she's coming toward us and we're going toward her, and this is just gonna be great. Very excited that we're going to be able to catch up with Amy here. I was thinking about playing, I'm just going to bounce this one off you guys, and I'm not entirely sure you'll be familiar with the title, but I think it's even better. So just kind of get... I was thinking about, like, I was watching something. No, I was reading, I was thinking about, so in Infinite Jest, you know, are you familiar with it? Perfect. There's almost like there's an authenticity to Infinite Jest that I think like you only have in Infinite Jest, and then after that they're all just trying to be Infinite Jest. He was also crazy, so I think there was like a couple things going on there that like really made him stand out as a writer. But you keep reading them. They keep bringing you back. Right. James Joyce, and this is actually true. This is true not only in story, like books and writing as well, but I think you see this in a lot of like visual art and musical art. Anything really that's trying to be like trying to do postmodernism is like, what? Oh, did you fall? Uh-oh. Well, we'll see your little doom button. There it is. One of the issues is like the amount of classical training that Ulysses took to write was tremendous. Like, it's sort of like a jazz musician who's really good is also really well versed in classical music, because you need to know like you need to know like why you're inventing something. You need to know why you're inventive. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I think like the takeaway here is like you've got to know. So like I guess more if we're gonna like zoom out more, you have to know theory really really well to be a good jazz musician. I would stand by that. Okay, sure. I think that's kind of what I was trying to get at with, but I think that's a better way to say it. Yeah. Musicological. Yeah. I just want to take the what we did with the word musicological and apply it to like painticological or like any other art form and be like I know it's just funny. It's just a funny sounding word, and I just wanted to keep saying it, apply to different things. So I think like an example, if we want to pull this back to everyone's favorite, Cats. That was based on. Well, it was based on who was the poet? T.S. Eliot. So like he obviously knew and respected artists that had come before him and were like well regarded as artists. He wasn't just like I think sometimes people get it in their heads that like being talented at something is like being a jerk to everyone that has ever done anything similar to what you're doing before you, and therefore you're now good at it. But it's like that's so untrue. Right. You end up having no idea why you're terrible, and then you're just double terrible. But, yeah. There you go. I thought maybe what were we talking about when this started? I don't know either. Postmodernism, some sort of. So anyway, yeah, I think James Joyce, Vonnegut, we're following it back, just like this road all the way home, following it back, slowly but surely through the rain. Oh, I want to play Chrono Trigger on stream. That was. What do y'all think of that? Yeah. I know at this point it seems like how the heck, but just don't ask that, because now look, that's in the past. We're looking forward. Right. Chuckle because it happened. And never speak of it again, because now I need to know. Oh no! Oh, I fell into the water. So there's a little victory for us. I'm chuckling pretty hard on the buckle at that. So I'll tell you that much. That's pretty good. That's I felt like that was very steeped in the history, very steeped in the tradition it came from. So, although I think we could have tried to make it bees, and that would have been way better, but that's okay. definitely us, and then anybody who watches this. So, so that's at least 7 people, probably, if we're being generous. Yeah, actually, I did. Did you see that the murder of KK Slider thing? That got like 120 views. People are out for Tom Nook's blood, and that, you know, it is what it is. Here's the thing. Here's the thing, and I hope you guys will, because what it is this is designed to be a murder mystery D&D game, so I don't want to like go into it too much because I assume I can count on you guys to, you know. All right. Well, for the sake of, you know, just going with preserving the spoilers all the same, I have been doing a lot of research into the Animal Crossing lore, and it's outrageous how complex, like, everybody's story is. Like, fuck's art. Well, that's the, it's like if you know, there's like this whole thing, like it actually follows certain Tanuki myths are like implicated in the story. Like it goes, there's aliens at one point. Like, it goes deep. This is nuts, all right? Sorry, I actually had you cut out there a little bit. Is it one of those universes where what? You know, I wouldn't be shocked if they pulled that at the end, because I mean, what else is a video game? You know? Because well, Bloodborne actually essentially was telling that story where it was like the game was aware that you were playing it, sort of thing, and like that there was this outside force controlling the player character. Like that was a very like Lovecraft game, so like you can kind of see where it's going with that. But with Nicolas Cage. With Nicolas Cage. Oh, I've just had Colors Out of Space on my mind. No, I haven't seen it. Amy's watched it like 30 or 40 times, and I can't get it from her. We have it on VHS, and she just keeps hogging it. The speed at which we fly through topics. This is why all these the like inside joke thing happens. It's not even an inside joke. It hasn't. There's no inside outside anywhere. It's just a dream in the eye of a god, you know? So, like Tom Nook, everything we've ever said. Wow. Just man, see, that's easy. That's such an easy one to tee up. That's no Applebee's commercial. That's like a gosh dang. That's like the "Can you hear me now?" AT&T commercial of catch lines. You know, like you can toss at the end of anything, and you're gonna get a chuckle every time. That be Applebee's. Whoa, that's a tricky one. It's not always raining. I'm in the Nether. It's not raining here. You like the Nether? Wasn't the very first time you booted up Minecraft we were like, let's all go in here? Yeah. Because of my resource pack, Amy's body didn't spawn in. She was just a floating head that promptly went out. I think, were you there for that, Scott? She promptly proceeded to go find Mike Majuju's horse and run it into the ocean. Yep. Classic plays. Those are classic plays. That's gonna be tough to beat, like, just generally speaking. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And what you'd think would ensue promptly ensued. She didn't need classical training for this. Which, yeah, it took us, well, we built the first pickaxe right as quarantine started, so that could have been 30 years ago, I'm not 100% sure. Do I think that building the pickaxe is what caused the quarantine? I don't think we can rule it out. Is it raining? I didn't ask if it was snowing. It did. It's been on and off snowing here in the let's say in the city. Yeah, and then we got like 2 gallons of milk. Say it again. Are you back at your house? There are bees. Amy has bees. Yeah. Well, they have to choose you. The bee chooses the wizard, after all. Anyone could tell you that. You want to be in the world. No, that absolutely crushed that one. Yes. Uh-oh, I kind of lost you there. I'm losing your voice. Can you say the whole thing after you made a guest room in your house? like just a real damp snooze. Like you wake up and you're like, that feels like in jeans, preferable. Jeans, white t-shirt, and like you're not outside, but like it without socks on. You just want it. Just nice and like sloshy, you know. When you wake up the next day and you remember how good it feels to. It's sort of like if you have a. They say if you want to know if you have a good mattress, go and sleep on the couch for a few nights, then come back and see if it's more comfortable. If it's not, one. Well, here's the thing. One, you either have a really good couch, in which case, great, that's awesome. I mean, that's a win in and of itself. Or two, oh no, your bed has not met the lowest threshold of expectation. So. Wait, I was gonna say, what is the? You just went right for like the spiciest. Spiciest fruit on the branch there. If you want to know if you have a good bike, try to ride it and see if it stays together. Yeah. Your loved ones might be entitled to. I don't know the rest of it. I haven't seen one in a while. Mesothelioma. You and your loved ones may be entitled to mesothelioma. Reach out today. Man, I love these shaders. Yeah. 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 Was trying, emphasis on the past tense. You weren't doing it right. If you want to know if you're making a pickaxe right and you die, you weren't. Where the heck did that happen? Right. Right, right. In order to get it, you gotta use pickaxe. So, okay, so here's how you start. First, this island over here. Oops. Say, first thing you're gonna wanna do is go to that island over there and steal a pickaxe from their boxes. If that's not available, then what you're gonna have to do is make it out of wood. Where'd you go? You just gotta make a wooden pickaxe. We're in the talking square, so you can hear me just fine here, right? Okay. Do y'all want to get into VR chat? I feel like we could have a Minecraft Monday and then a VR chat, wild day. VR chat? How did you make TNT? The lagging is so bad right now. This golden horse is like, you seen this? Scott, you come into the island to pick up your bees? That makes sense. Mm-hmm. No, I sure as heck can't. Yeah, it didn't what? I'm losing you guys pretty hard. I'm getting some serious static. What happened? What happened to the internet? Well, what shows do you watch before Snooze Town? What shows do you watch before Snooze Town? Well, we can reenact them for you. We can reenact them for you, so that way, even if you don't get there, it'll feel like you've seen an episode. No. We can do. What is it? What do you think? Is it like Vampire Diaries? Teen Wolf? You're right. I'm sorry. Grey's Anatomy? That one would give me nightmares. Yeah, it's way too intense. It's like saying I would just want to relax a little bit, wind down to a gentle game of StarCraft. Like, you idiot. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I think I think that was a good poll. Good poll. Good peel right off the top. Okay, we could do an episode of that. Okay. Hit it. All right. See, I think you made the mistake of going right for the least memorable character. Whenever anybody thinks, right. when you think about, oh, he was an architect. He was an architect before the war. Before the war destroyed his innocence, and he shipped off. Yeah. and then there was like there was a basketball game where Neil Patrick Harris, with the power of Ted Mosby, had to fight Nick Fury and the rest of the agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. in like it was this is like their reunion episode, like, because Parks and Rec just did one and the Community just did something, and I feel like it's just a matter of time before we have this with How I Met Your Mother as well. Yeah. I don't know what to do with this ceiling. They're all doing it. Do you think there's like a show that like is gonna come way out of left field and do it like a Frasier reunion? Like Monk, the movie with a yeah. Big. This is big. This is like your Harry Potter house. You pick this and you're locked in for, I guess, forever. Has there ever been like a I feel like a lot of us think we're doing that, and then it goes exactly how you think that would go. Like, it's a complete catastrophe. You're like, oh, jeez. You find out they're into something like really weird, like, I don't know, stocks. I don't think we can hang out. Like, jeez. Yeah. Right. Like you're putting that energy into the world now. Like, you're responsible for what happens now. I don't know. Like, yeah. Okay. That's a good pick. That's a good pick. Right. Of course, the anime one. Right now, the weird gritty reboot of Angry Beavers. There were some pretty weirdly dark. Like, the Halloween specials were always were actually a little spooky. Yeah, they were actually a little scary. There's a Halloween special. It was the Christmas specials were heartfelt. You said wait, you said Christmas. We're gonna have to, but like, comment, and subscribe. Smash that like button if Scott said Christmas. Go ahead and leave a comment if he said Halloween. Not gonna get us on this one, buddy boy. Never again. This has all been a ruse just to protect ourselves from this thing that Scott's doing. But I think you said Christmas. Yes. We were just talking about that. Oh man. Whoops. That's okay. We'll put an apology in the video. It'll be fine. Yeah, I actually don't know how to do that, but I can just tell people not to think about it in a comment. I just like offering this garbage as a solution, but like with the tone of as if I've solved the problem. That's great. That's what I do for a living. Oh. Just very solemn. Like, ooh, yeah, we can see what we can do there. Don't you worry. We'll put a nice big old sensor bar right over that puppy. Just is this an oh boy at what we're talking about, or something going on over there? Oh, okay, cool. Because I was racking my mind of how to solve that problem, and I was like, there's literally no way, without me having to spend 30 to 40 minutes of work, and that's not tenable. So They might. They're yeah. This isn't. Look, man. Have you gotten into stocks? Are you dabbling in stocks? Experimenting with stocks. Oh no. It's worse than I thought. It's progressed much more aggressively than I could have possibly imagined. Oh no. Do you want to have a cryptocurrency on the channel? Like, we could call it something fun like Scott Bucks or like Amy Coins. Like, this is like now or never, boys. I'd say the ship is sunk, or sorry, sinking. That was a Freudian slip. It's a little late for that. Yeah, an ounce of prevention, right? Worth a gallon of ICU care, as they say. This is like four-dimensional warfare, because you have to like think in time as well. You know what I mean? No, Scott. Just kind of. Well, you know, it's sorry, I was a little distracted because I got slapped by a bat, tossed into a fire, and then teleported across the country. But I would have to. You would definitely fail a positive. Like if somebody jumped into your channel, was like, "Yo, this is a positive vibe check," and you were like in the middle of like Gettysburg, I think you'd fail. You'd be like this. Oh, you're definitely not gonna pass that one. A 3 out of 5 on the vibe check. Just like the matching uniforms is definitely going to get you out of the 2 zones. That's why you're in a 3. But the missiles brings it down to a. Gonna dock you a few points on that. Yeah, this was just like trying to go through our knowledge of like ballistics that may or may not. Yeah, the drone strikes definitely knocked it down a few pegs. Strapped to a bird? Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's it, the original drone strike. They just strapped a cannonball like two condors and let it go. And now you might be thinking, you might be thinking, according to the laws of aerodynamics, there's no way that would fly, but you'd be wrong. So that was good. Your bridge. We've done it again. That's gonna be. I think we got 2 Amy coins coming your way, America. So. Yeah, don't spend it all in one place. It's not clear how much it's worth. All of our different battle cries here. I don't have one. Sweetie swoo. What you gonna do? Oh, you did. You were on a wool kick for like 3 weeks. You've been you don't have to have like the entire game is premised on no need for progress. I just want to yeah forget the whole Civil War, forget that. It's yeah. What is Minecraft if not an old Western? Yeah, the ultimate Western experience, a postmodern Western experience, in that it is not Western. Yeah. Sun's just rose. Yeah, what the heck? It rises. It rises. All of a sudden, it just starts going down. Like, uh-oh. That's an up sun. That's an up dog. Oh, there were two in quick succession. What do you do with that? Like, what is the response you want to that? Like, what are you hoping for here? Where's the room for progress on this? What? Since the Civil War. Yeah. I guess it makes sense. Like, contextually, I could have gotten there. This cow's name is The. I do too. You can just come back and chill with them. They're just here. They're all here. They've turned on each other. It's been pretty rough. The crops are good though. I'm gonna come wreck all these plants. I am a host of locusts unto myself. Here we go. The bridge is like a as like a physical and spiritual experience is one of the finest. That's the thing with the bridge is you can always decide. Like it's all about your choices. Right. Right. I mean that's it's not, yeah. I mean, if you break it down to a really, really minute level, I'm sure that at some point it's all yes or no, on or off sort of switch, you know? I absolutely think that that's the case, and that's why the bridge is the perfect metaphor for life. With what? The bridge is a metaphor for life. We did it. Right? Or jump off. Right. So, death, yeah. Inevitable. And the bats are sort of like, they're a little bit of a spicy wild card. They're a little bit of like, ooh, what's this? Ooh. You could just, you know, there might just be sky buses, and that, right. In the form of a horrible night terror, and that's just life. That's just a real life fact. And the sooner you learn that, the sooner you're gonna be ready for you know, life in the bear market. So there you go. They not faxes, Xerox copies, none of them. They don't give a hoot, and they never will. So if you don't quit sending me love faxes, and we're never going to be able to get off this island. There's so many layers preventing that as a possibility, where like, who is the person right, who but at any point in the history of the world, who is the person that personally owned a fax machine so that they would be in a position to receive a private fax? Like, you're not a company, you personally own a fax machine, and the other person does too. Like, there may have only been like 8 people in the history of Earth, and the odds of them all being, you know, English speakers, I think this is that seems like the most, like, the easiest hurdle to overcome, you know, of the several, right? It was actually a really dramatic love triangle with that's the premise of Werewolf Diaries, or whatever that show was, Vampire Diaries is premised on that. I think you actually saved us there. I wasn't sure where that was. I wasn't sure where that train was heading, and I think it was off the rails, so I'm glad that we just let that one burn itself out. That looks really good. Uh-huh. Right. And whispered something in your ear. What'd he say? Don't trust the beans. Buy low, sell high. I said beans, but I wish I had said bees. Bonds. I think bonds are very stable, is sort of their deal. Those are low risk, high reward. No, those are low risk, low reward. Look, the only thing that's high risk, low risk, high reward. This isn't. It's not Teddy Grahams, okay? The Teddy Graham rush of the early 2000s will never happen again. Just like look, it's like the metaphor of the fog. You know what I mean? You're headed towards success, and before you is a foggy field. You go through it to find your. Sure, whatever helps you visualize it. But like the point is, once you're through it, it closes up behind you again, and someone else will have to find a different road. That's the Teddy Graham gold rush, and then you die on the bridge, and wham, out of the sky. A bus. 1860s drone strike coming right at you. That's or like the. I guess so. I guess it. I don't know. Because like you're kind of like blown away that you've made it through that, but you're like you can't run away at this point, and the bees are gonna get you. Yeah. The bees. That compounds most problems. Amy has a dying bench in the library. Free for all to use. I think I have most of the most of the decade is blocked off. I'm gonna be doing some scarves, and that's gonna take a little time. So just want to make sure I get those in. This is a down sun. This is the first down sun since the up sun. So that's how wrong you were. Nothing much. Muffin. How was that? Nothing muffin. Wait. Ah, dang it. Set me up again. Set me up again. Comes to people's elbow. And the Tommy Brisk popular phone game Snake. That's the other move. I can't commit to what I want to do with this tower. The big one with the beam of light coming out of its top. You know what I'm saying? I'm just kind of letting the wind take me. I think it has to have I think it has to have like a dome on top or something, like kind of like a wizardy pointed hat top. I want a spire inspired by a dome. Do you understand? That's what I'm feeling, and now you understand why it's taking me so long to start. Because I'm not 100% sure. You know, there are two wolves inside me, a spire and a dome, and I can't decide which one I'm going to feed here. Was it the wolf thing? Was it the wolf? Do you think it was the wolf thing? You also said something, though. You also said something right before the wolf thing, right? Right? Something? I thought you did. I think you did. I think you did. I think you did. Alright, what are you working on? Right. Uh-huh. Your home is sort of like a living... It's like a live experience, you know what I mean? Like, it gets updates. Like, it didn't really hit the market finished, but has a long, like, 10-year plan of how it's going to get to where the original vision wanted to take it. Yeah. But now it's more nurture. It's definitely beautiful. And now that you have a pickaxe, a much wider array of materials have become available. I do like that yours is like sandwiched between, so like I can see both Bounty's like mansion and Emily's like gingerbread palace, and then your thing. Yours has got a lot of spunk. Mm-hmm. Right, so there's Bounty's. Emily's. Oh, that's very nice. You know, it's they say the first the psyche's formed in the first 4 years or something like that. I made it up right there. So a nursery for the birch is going to be real important. Right. Gotta read it a lot of like good enriching stories and hope that it grows up to not experiment stocks. Yeah. J-Rock definitely did this, and nothing he says or anyone else says can convince me that he didn't set the monster dial all the way up to 1 million. We could probably put a few more lights down here for you, and maybe that would make a difference. Let's see if this. I think the problem is you've built yourself a second enchanted forest right here, and we know how the enchanted forests are. Oh, this heckin' lit up now. They're not gonna have any trouble now. Not have any trouble. You can trust that. You can take that to the bank and they'll give you money for it. Mm-hmm. Do you think Scott's just like in his house seething over the wolf comment? He's just like, how dare he? he knows my village was slaughtered by a wolf, so. A dome wolf, so how could he? Why is that? Because you've been like 60 seconds behind everything happening in game. Yeah. That'll do it. It won't help. This looks pretty good. What'd you change? Oh, oak. Right. You know, I've always heard in Minecraft the way you build houses is you just make cubes and keep attaching them to each other. Of course, as I say that and look at Emily's, I feel like the way you make houses in Minecraft is see, well, let's look at Let's look at human boys. Human boys, that's just a cube. That's just a big old cube. And then we got Umbriana's over there. Hers is okay. Bounty's is okay. He's got a lot to say. He's got a lot to say. He's got a lot on his mind. And he doesn't care. Let's see Bounty's. I'm glad that you got the Discord working. Woo! 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 All of them? Alright. And you could leave some... Yeah, I was gonna say you could leave some like birch in there so that you get like a nice accent to your oak. That's fair. I don't know if this guy's shooting me or what, because like I'm getting the leg on him as well, and I think he's dead. I think he's gone, never coming back. So here's another side view. Your treehouse is definitely selling the whole thing right now. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Hang on, let me try this. Let me get in there one more time. Where are you? Oh, I see your name. Come to the window. There you are. There you are. I see ya. So if you have Optifine, it's the C button. If you don't have Optifine, then you can't. That's just how it is. Maybe someday. Someday we'll iron that out. Well, man oh man, I'm pretty tired. Are you pretty tired? I think... Just let it end. Hopefully next week, we'll see if we can get the stream going. Although it is, it's always fun doing the YouTube, but it's slightly better to have the stream. So we'll see if we can get that going. All right. Do you have anything you want to say to everybody before the big? One more time. It's been a slice. It's been a whole slice. So I guess that would not be a slice. It's the pie. Y'all get the whole pie today. I have no exit in mind. We're gonna see if we can stream sometime this week. We'll try to do Minecraft Monday again on Monday. But I guess thank you everybody for watching. We'll see you next time when our quest continues. Bye.